Hello, and welcome to a Stream Help series. We haven't done one of these in a little while because I thought we were done for a bit, but now I've started to come up with some other stuff, so we'll have more of these coming in the next few weeks. But today we're going to be covering content diversity. With content creation, the only real limit to what you do is your imagination and interest. Gaming content is what I started with, but I've branched out into getting into the creative channels. Doing cooking, I've wanted to do woodworking, other little things, and also doing the providing quality information to help people learn a game or get into it. But there's no limit with that stuff. We as humans aren't one-dimensional in the slightest. We have so many interests that make up who we are. So why should our content be any different? So if you love just gaming and all gaming, then you're probably just going to end up being a variety streamer. There's nothing wrong with that. You're going to be streaming and playing every single game that even looks remotely interesting to you, whether it's popular or indie or whatever. That's where your passion is going to be. If you're into just playing every single game that comes across your feeds of Twitter or whatever, you see it on Reddit or someone talks about it, then you're going to become that variety streamer. And that's fine if that is what you do and you don't want to do any of those other things. And maybe you're just limited by space and you might not be able to get into some of the other things. For the other end of it, if you love just doing the artistic process, then you may end up doing programming, painting, sculpting, woodworking, music, cooking, or drawing for your stream content. But you can also flip it back over and go and do games. If you've got the space to do the other stuff, you've got the space to do the games because you got the computer, so you can do both. And I love that. I love what Twitch has become. I love what the content creation stuff and just seeing those cool creative process videos and the viral and all those other things. It's so cool to watch. But there isn't any limit to being stuck to one or the other. You can do both and just shake it up. And I love that. I love seeing someone go from being this amazing cook to going and playing Overwatch and being a potato or playing some other game, or like all of a sudden they decide they're going to take on Dark Souls and then you hear them screaming at the top of their lungs when they're normally this cool, calm, collected, painter, sculptor, or cook. And it's cool. It brings a whole new aspect of that person that you didn't know. But if you would have told me back in 2014, like late 2014, that I'd be cooking on stream, when I first started really getting that bite for wanting to stream more, I would have laughed it off. But getting into the cooking and thinking about doing some of those other creative process it's created a new passion for the whole streaming. And it's also helped for when I'm game streaming. It's brought in this. It's taught me different ways of doing things. It's a great way of going about it. So, next. You can do any content you want to. Your enjoyment and passion for that content is going to speak volumes to those that are exposed to the content. Don't ever feel like you have to do one because that is what people want. Do what's going to be what you want to do that day. If you want to go and paint something, even if you're bad at it, who cares? Just think of the things like the immortal Bob Ross. Think of the things that he said. Just paint. Just go out there and enjoy it. Don't have the happy little mistakes. Or cook. My God, let's talk about my damn biscuits that we've messed up on the thing that I've never quite conquered on stream. But it's one of those things, like, I have fun with it. Like, those mistakes and those mess-ups and those goofs and the times I've cut my finger and not shown you when I'm cooking. Knuckles. But it's just so much fun for me. Like, it's the fun for me, and then it makes fun for everyone else. Yes, people may not want to watch. Maybe not all of your people may not want to be there for the cooking stream, or they may not all want to be there for your informational videos because they feel like they want to learn on their own, or they figure they know that stuff too. But you're bringing in more people to your community. You're exposing them to what you have to offer, as a content creator. So just understand that. I mean, I started out playing other games. I started out playing Evolve. I started out playing Command and Conquer on stream. Diablo 3 for my first stream ever. MechWarrior Online. I've changed all these things. I have people that still come around from some of my super early streams that were way before I had the long stretch of playing Guild Wars 2 or Gigantic, that are still around. Because I wouldn't have met them if I wouldn't have tried to branch out. So that's something to take into consideration. Don't think that you only have to do this one thing over and over again to be that great streamer, but try other things. I mean, we can even talk about XCOM and some of those other things that have been monumental disasters for my mental stability because of 90% shots being missed at point blank range with a shotgun. Yeah. But, so in closing, shake it up. Show people who you are with your interest and build the bonds that build great communities. That's what's going to drive you forward as a content creator. So don't feel like you have some shackle tying you down to that one game just because that's the only place you've had growth. Who cares? Bring in new blood. Bring in fresh blood to your community. You need that vitality to keep going for the long-term health of what you do. So just don't be afraid of that thing. Show them who you are, and in the long run, it's going to be what's going to bring you so much higher than what you could have imagined. So anyways, hope you all liked this video. Please like, please share, please subscribe if you really liked it. And if you got questions or anything, throw a comment down below, and I will see you all later for the next content creation and stream help series whenever we do it. I don't know when, but I love you. Bye-bye.